Well, I finally did it, and over the course of this weekend, I broke 20 million gathering fame. We are currently at 20,252,266 for today's session's starting fame. And today I am working out of my hideout that is in the deep Roads of Avalon. So let's see if we can get. The goal is to get up to 20,350,000. So let's see if we can rock that. My hideout zone is pretty solid. So check out the big wood, then small ore. Today we only have one portal out of it though, so we'll see how that goes. Of course, if I find enchanted wisps, take advantage of those. And you'll notice I am using the one-handed dagger. I decided to scale back on my battle axe. You know, that was costing me like 5-6 mil every time I lost it. Not that I lost it often, but it's still a heavy amount of money to lose. So, one-handed dagger has been doing pretty well. Pretty happy with it. All right, I'm pulling up on the big wood spot. Hopefully we've got some good stuff here. Starting off with a 6.1 tree. That's not bad. I'll pop my pie. Unfortunately, I haven't restocked on books, so not going to be able to rock those today. But, you know, the goal is fame, not necessarily pure profit. Hold on. Let's reset this fight. There is something wrong with my settings. Did they do something that changed my settings? Yeah, I used to have that on button release, I'm pretty sure. Normal spellcast wasn't what it was. So check your settings, make sure nothing got changed, I guess. I'm still getting used to the one-handed dagger, how to use it, what its rotation is like. I also think that's the wrong setting I changed it to. I think it's quick cast on button press. So we'll try that. So I'll loop this zone for elementals before I come back for the nodes. There is a medium chest. I think somebody in my guild is going to be going for that. So I'll let them. Now, in this fame grind, I have discovered a love for the flat 5 and flat 4 elementals. I did also turn my learning points on for 4 and 5, since the higher the spec, the better the bonus I get, as well as the faster I'm able to gather them. So, all in all, that'll just help me on this fame journey. Level 63 T5 fiber. That's pretty good. The learning points are definitely going to get us there pretty quickly, I think. So we did the full loop on the inner ring. Now we'll go for the nodes, and then we will check the outer ring. Definitely slow going on these T7 nodes, but I need the spec, so this is going to be probably the best access to T7 materials I have. I need to take advantage of it while I can. All right, now that I've gotten all the nodes on the inner ring, I will lap the outer ring real quick. Nobody's touched this chest, so might as well. All right, and then I'll let him take all of it. And I'll pop the tomes. I also took some. This will help me get that spec up. The better spec I have, I can definitely take on more T8s. As far as T8s go with this current build, I can take on the cat for a fact. And then I wasn't able to take on the fiber one solo. So hopefully I'm able to change that with just a little bit more spec. Now, always check the outer ring of these gathering zones in the Roads of Avalon, because you never know what you're going to find at any given... you never know what you're going to find at any given spot. So, like, out here, obviously, the configuration is wood and fiber. I've found 5.1, I found 5.2 sitting on the outside of these rings before. I think I found 2 5.1s over the weekend, and that was just so much fame for me. That guy's just annoying, rocking my cape like that and everything. But the enchanted fiber was definitely worth it because that's good fame. Now, one thing I've learned is that in this fame journey, fame is fame, and it doesn't matter where it comes from. T6 stone gives the same as T6 ore as T6 hide when it comes to fame. So I take absolutely everything I can get my hands on. Nice. Those ones I'm not going to use because, you know, you can sell them, so that's good money right there. That's an extra about 60k. Now, all that T5 ore, and I'm still going to get this T5 stone. Now, this T5 stone, horrible value, silver-wise, right? But it gives the exact same fame value as that T5 ore. And for those of you who are doing the math, you know, you take the 194 divided by 5. This gives about 38-ish. 3,800 to 45 with gathering bonus. So I'm getting 4,000 to 5,000 fame just from one elemental, basically. Now I get my spec up. We increase that speed. We increase that yield. I'm going to be gathering through these like crazy fast. Now, it's basically useless, so trash T5 stone. Takes up too much carry weight. That's an inventory space. Just get it out of here. All right, and on to the portal in the next zone. Let's see what it has in store for us. So moving into the next zone, it is a tier 4. Now, it's just a tier 4 corridor, so I haven't gone through yet, but a quick recap of how to tell what the zone you're going into is. This middle ring tells you the zone tiers, so you count the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That'll tell you the tier that you're going into. This outer symbol will tell you the type. So this is a corridor. It's only going to have one, maybe two other portals. This is a crossroads. This is going to have 2, 3, 4 other portals, possibly leading into the open world. These are going to be your two most common ones. This is tier 8, usually tier 8, like, very nice zone. And this is usually going to be like a T4 or T6 decent zone, too. Blue zone, yellow zone, red zone, black zone. So, quick little recap on how to read these portal rings. So, going into a tier 4 corridor right now. Solid gathering zone has one other portal untouched, 4-2 treasure. So, we're going to run all the way to the 4-2 treasure, do that first, then small ore, big stone, small wood. All in all, I do think that this zone is going to be very good to us. It's a corridor with 3 gathering spots, and hopefully an untouched treasure. I think that's going to be a lot of fame. About each T4 elemental gives another 35, I think. I don't remember the math off the top of my head, but it's definitely more than 3,000. And that's just without gathering bonuses and stuff. Wonderful. Completely untouched. That's going to be 29 ticks. Now, another refresher, you know, I said 29 ticks. You'll ask, why did you leave 1 tick on that tree? If I take all of it, all 30, it'll disappear from the map. On the off chance that there's a hostile person, ganker, another gatherer that's stronger than me, whatever, that'll disappear. And it disappearing will basically be like a signal flare. Hey, juicy gatherer over here, come get him. So nothing in the small ore spot. No bodies, so it could just be a bad spot, or it could have been gathered just long enough ago to not have respawned, but not have a body. Alright, we're pulling up on the T4, the stone spot. This is still going to be good because, again, T4 stone can still be really beneficial for us in the fame push. So let's hope there's some mobs still alive here. We're going to go for this 4-1 first because it has the chance of disenchanting. And if you look up here, turn your learning points on, guys. This is 4-1 stone, and I'm flying through the spec. I mean, turn it on for all of your tier 4s, tier 5s, if you're able to, because 1-4-1 elemental will fly you through so many levels of any material you're gathering. We'll get this node, because why not? And then trash all of that, because 571 is only 4,800 silver. Worthless. And again, I mean, look at how we're flying through these levels. You substitute stone for any of the other 4 materials, and it's going to be the same exact thing, because it doesn't matter the value of the material silver-wise, they all give the same amount of fame at this tier. So if you want to level up your T4 ore, come out to the roads, turn the learning points on. I mean, look at how fast it goes. And wrapping up this elemental, that basically puts us right at the end of our first pie. So 30 minutes, we're at about 870,000. I mean, we can get rid of this. That'll bring us down to 850-ish thousand. Halfway through halfway through the video, no fancy call to action, guys. I'm just asking, if you enjoy this content, if you enjoy watching me do this, please like this video, subscribe to the channel. It helps me immensely, and it allows me to put out more content just like this. So please like the video, comment down below, whatever you want to comment, and subscribe to the channel. Very much appreciate it. And that just respawned. Wow. We're gonna come up top here, do a quick outside lap. Yet another stone level. Yeah, I'm gonna trash it. I was debating it, but decided to trash it. Alright, nothing else extra. On to small wood. Most likely scenario, somebody came through, got all the actual profitable ones, left all the stone. Is what it is, common practice. Let's head to the next portal. So this next portal looks like it's gonna exit into a bunch of open worlds. Yep. Yep. And yep. Okay, so really only got one other way to go. So we'll check out the small wood and the big ore, and then head to the north portal. Nope, we're going to jump right into this epic wisp. And we're going to pray that there are no ravens or owls in here. Tier 7, not too bad, and we immediately see some 7-2 stone. You guys have been watching me for a while. You know the drill. We usually skip over the nodes, and we hunt for mobs. Now, if I ultimately find that there aren't a lot of mobs in this particular mist, I'll start getting some nodes. We'll get this node. Oh, wow. Beautiful value, beautiful fame. Just what we need. Even if we get killed, the fame that we're getting here is forever. That's another gatherer. Not too much of a threat, but I am going to move past him. Oh, that could be a problem. Super low mount. I think what I'm going to do, going to get to the exit, going to pull out of this mist. All right, it's been great. 7.2 wood. Let's just secure our winnings before we risk too much. We had a nice quiet corner, and then we get over here and we've already seen 3 or 4 people. All right, so I'm out of the mist, up to the big ore spot. Let's hope there's something here for us. Damn, somebody was here recently. I mean, we could still take the nodes and any stone golems. There doesn't seem to be any stone golems here. All right, we'll take the nodes. All right, on to the wood spot. And coming up to the wood spot, amazing find. Now, word of the wise, my positioning there was not the best for this fight. What you'd ideally want to do is drag him up this ramp, because you'll have south side advantage if somebody comes running from this northeast direction. But being down here, even though I still technically have south side direction, or like south end of the screen direction, the being lower at an altitude puts me at a visual disadvantage. Today has definitely been a strong day for both stone and wood. Now the only way to go deeper is to cut to this north portal up there. Alright, so we will check. Let's see, moving into this zone. I actually have a friend in sprint with me. Tenshi, if you're watching this, please don't kill me. Actually, let me see if he's online right now. Do a little begging. Let's see. Please don't kill me. Alright, let's go check out the ore spot. Alright, ore spot. It has stone guy and just stone guy, but let's get him. And you know what? There is a gold portal connected here, so we'll take a peek at what's inside there, see if it's worth it. We'll check out this treasure first, and then head to the gold portal. All right, and onto the gold portal. But before we do, please note, any prospect of T8, any prospect of T8, we're already at roughly a 1.7 mil profit from this run, so long as I don't die. Take away the tools, which cost about $1 million. Like I said, 1.7 mil in an hour, less than an hour of gathering, even with a large focus on disgustingly non-profitable stone. All right, I just entered the T8 zone, and we have a lot to work with here. So 3 gathering spots. Hopefully they are not 2 sword. Usually the ones with this layouts, though, they are 2 swords. I don't think I can handle that even with a 4-2 dagger. Honestly, I should be able to scare away that other dagger user. Let's do it. Where'd he go? I will pop another pie, just because we want to get as much of this T8 as possible. We probably won't run through the whole 30-minute pie, though. I hear a mob. Let's check it out. Damn it! Oh. Not what I want it to do. And that fiber guy walked right in front of it, saved himself. Oh, they got buddies here. All right, running looks like the right choice, in my opinion. And this is rough. Damn it. Okay. Well, we lost all of our... Yay. Okay, we lost everything because of gankers. That's my fault. Got a little greedy, right? What can you do? Don't be like me. Don't be a greedy bitch. Sorry. Censor that. I'll beep it out, maybe. But, you know, it's not all about profit. It is about fame. And, you know, I also have like 15.5 mil stockpiled here. So fame, starting fame value was 20,252,266. Ending fame value was 20 million. Oh, jittery hands because of the gank. 20,319,581. So let's see what that gives us. So we made 67,315. So not quite the 100,000 I was hoping, but you know, as we spec up, as we become faster, we'll get there, especially the 4, 5, and 7, and 8. For those of you who are wondering, let's see if this will give me an accurate cost. My new gear is not that. Oh, well, it's not going to show me on here. All right, I'm going to cut to the marketplace real quick just to show you what the re-gear cost would be. In all honesty, the tools are going to be, like, the tools in the bore, but it won't be too bad. All right, so I'm at the Martlock market. Tools and everything, it looks like a re-gear from here will cost about 3 mil. But if I'm being honest, I only need to re-gear my tools and my bore because I can craft everything I need to craft at the market. So, I mean, look at that. It brings it down to 2,900. So the gear itself is like super cheap. All that for too, even the torch and the cape, is only 181,000. So not too bad. I'm definitely saving some money. This bore is just getting to be a bit expensive. But thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like this video and subscribe. Drop a crying emoji in the comments down below to sympathize with my pain. And I will see you guys next time.